Welcome to Vertex View. Today we're exploring the eerie and fascinating history of Halloween, a holiday that's evolved from ancient rituals into the vibrant celebration we know today. Let's uncover the spooky origins and transformation of Halloween. Ancient beginnings. Halloween's origins stretch back over 2,000 years, to the ancient Celts of Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. They celebrated Samhain, a festival that marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. Samhain was considered a time when the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest, allowing spirits to cross over into the world of the living. This festival began on the evening of October 31st and continued into November 1st. The Celts believed that on these nights, the spirits of the deceased would return to Earth, causing both potential harm and mischief. They thought that the souls of the dead might visit their former homes and cause problems if not appeased. To prevent these spirits from causing trouble, the Celts lit massive bonfires on hilltops. These bonfires were not only a central feature of the festival, but also a means to honor the dead and offer protection to the living. The flames and smoke from these fires were believed to have protective qualities, keeping evil spirits at bay. Costumes were also a significant part of Samhain. People would don disguises, often made from various materials, to blend in with or scare away the wandering spirits. These costumes were more than just festive attire. They were a form of protection against the supernatural forces believed to be roaming freely during this time. Additionally, the Celts would leave offerings of food and drink outside their homes to appease any spirits that might come their way, ensuring they would not be troubled by unwanted hauntings. Roman influence. In the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire began to conquer Celtic territories, bringing their own traditions and festivals with them. Two significant Roman festivals that contributed to the development of Halloween were Feralia and Pomona's Day. Feralia was a festival held in late October to honor the dead. It was a time for remembering and paying respects to deceased loved ones. During Feralia, Romans would visit the graves of their ancestors, bring offerings, and perform rituals to ensure that the spirits of the dead were at peace. This practice of honoring the dead influenced the way Halloween came to be associated with remembering and paying respects to those who have passed away. Pomona's Day, on the other hand, was dedicated to Pomona, the goddess of fruit and trees. Pomona's association with apples is particularly noteworthy because it influenced the Halloween tradition of bobbing for apples. This game, where participants try to grab apples floating in water with their teeth, has its roots in Pomona's festival, celebrating the harvest and the changing of seasons. The incorporation of apple-related games and symbols into Halloween reflects the blending of Roman and Celtic traditions. The blending of these Roman traditions with Celtic customs created a rich tapestry of rituals and beliefs that began to shape the early forms of what would eventually become Halloween. As the Roman Empire's influence spread, these customs merged with local practices, leading to a more diverse and complex celebration. Christian adaptation. As the Roman Empire declined, the rise of Christianity brought about significant changes to the way pagan festivals were celebrated. By the 7th century, the Catholic Church sought to integrate and replace pagan traditions with Christian practices. This was part of a broader effort to Christianize the diverse cultures within the empire. One major adaptation was the establishment of All Saints' Day on November 1st. This day was dedicated to honoring all saints and martyrs who did not have their own specific feast days. It was a time to remember and celebrate the lives of those who had achieved sainthood. The church aimed to replace the pagan festival of Samhain with a Christian observance that would maintain some of the familiar customs while focusing on religious themes. The night before All Saints' Day, October 31st, became known as All Hallows' Eve. The term All Hallows' Eve gradually evolved into Halloween. This renaming was part of the church's intention to provide a Christian alternative to the pagan festival, while still incorporating some of the existing traditions. The church sought to redirect the focus from supernatural fears to religious reverence. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III expanded the celebration to include All Souls' Day on November 2nd. This day was dedicated to honoring all the faithful departed and praying for their souls. The combination of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day created a 3-day period of remembrance and reflection, bridging the gap between ancient pagan practices and Christian traditions. This period allowed for a continuation of some of the old customs, while aligning them with the church's teachings. Halloween in America. Halloween arrived in America with Irish and Scottish immigrants in the 19th century, bringing their customs and traditions with them. The holiday began to take shape in the United States as a blend of Old World practices and New World influences. The fusion of these traditions contributed to the unique way Halloween is celebrated in America today. In the early 20th century, Halloween became more community-focused. The tradition of trick-or-treating, where children go door to door asking for candy, began to gain popularity. This practice was influenced by a combination of British and Irish customs, including souling and guising. Souling involved going door to door asking for soul cakes in exchange for prayers for the deceased, while guising involved dressing up in costumes and performing tricks or songs. These customs were adapted and modified in the American context, leading to the contemporary practice of trick-or-treating. The rise of Halloween parades, community events, and school parties reflected the growing emphasis on community involvement and festive celebrations. The focus shifted from individual household observances to larger, organized events that brought people together to celebrate. This shift also marked a move towards a more family-friendly and inclusive celebration, accommodating diverse traditions and practices within the American cultural landscape. Modern Halloween. Shifts and transformations. In recent decades, Halloween has undergone significant transformations, evolving from a blend of ancient traditions and early American customs into a major commercial and cultural event. The holiday's evolution reflects broader changes in society, culture, and technology. One of the most notable changes in modern Halloween is its commercialization. Over the past few decades, Halloween has shifted from a largely community-based celebration to a significant commercial event. Retailers and manufacturers have capitalized on Halloween's popularity, turning it into a major retail season. The sheer volume of Halloween-themed products, ranging from elaborate costumes to elaborate decorations, demonstrates how the holiday has become a significant driver of consumer spending. The holiday has also become more focused on entertainment. The mid-20th century saw the rise of Halloween parades, haunted houses, and themed parties. These events reflect Halloween's transformation into a time for festive celebration and social gatherings. The entertainment industry has played a significant role in shaping modern Halloween, with movies, TV shows, and events all contributing to the holiday's cultural impact. Overall, the evolution of Halloween reflects broader societal changes, including commercialization, technological advancements, and cultural shifts. From its ancient origins to its modern-day celebration, Halloween has transformed into a complex and multifaceted event that continues to evolve with the times. As we celebrate Halloween, it's fascinating to see how the holiday's traditions and practices continue to change and adapt, reflecting our values, interests, and creativity. If you enjoyed exploring the evolution of this fascinating holiday, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more intriguing content. See you next time on Vertex View.